Some of those scouts with no jacket on, so I guess today was a perfect day to put out these hangers.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that the rain next weekend holds off for them, but we'll of course have more details on that as we get closer and closer. I do want to quickly talk about the mountains. Of course, there's still active snow on the ground in many of those places. This Buckeye Lake there up in Beech Mountain. Also a good reminder here that, the ice, if you are in the mountains or across the Piedmont, is not thick enough to walk on. So please make sure you're avoiding any kind of ice, over ponds, things like that. Whether it's you, your kids, pets, all of those folks. Up in the mountains, though, we are going to see a second opportunity to see a few snowflakes. We had a few flakes yesterday, and we are going to see some accumulation. This mainly comes Sunday and into Monday morning. This will be as a weak system passes by. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. Small chance to see rain in the Queen City, but for them, about 1 to 2 inches at a maximum at the highest elevations of Ashwaubenon and Avery County. But at least for now, we are nice and dry, and we will still stay that way for the majority of your second day of the weekend at least. Temperatures tomorrow morning will wake up in the mid to upper 20s, so still on the cold side, but just not as cold as we have been. A few more clouds mixing in for the first half of the day, but temperatures soaring to the 50s. We got to around 50 degrees today. I think tomorrow we're even warmer, mid 50s. In fact, it'll be the first time we've been above average in a few weeks now. So get out and enjoy church plans, Sunday brunch plans. Anything is going to be good to go. Just have the jacket in the morning, but you certainly won't need it all day. As we enter the second half of Sunday, you will notice those clouds building in pretty aggressively here from our Futurecast model. Here we are at 1 o'clock in the morning. This is when we'll start to see that moisture pushing in from the west toward the east. I really don't think this is going to impact a lot of folks here. If you're along and north of I-85, so north of the Charlotte Metro, you're pretty much good. This will be a low pressure system that's passing south of us, so Charlotte and south has the best chance for these brief showers. Thankfully, it's very early Monday morning, so a lot of you again will be sleeping when this occurs. Most of that commute will be after the rain has started to wrap up. However, there will be slick spots on the roads, so we'll look out for that. Up in the mountains, again, that's your chance to see snow, and they're pretty much dry by Monday afternoon. So I think the majority of our shower potential is certainly going to be in the morning hours. But you can kind of see one of the reasons why we are starting to see that small chance of rain is because the dew point starts to go up a little bit. I'm not to say it's not dry out there. It's just going to see a few of these fluctuations here over the coming days. So first comes Monday, small chance of rain. Second system comes through on Wednesday, again, a small chance of rain. Neither day are going to cause a huge impact, but you'll notice by the end of the week, heading into next weekend, those dew points rise again. Again, it's the measure of moisture in the atmosphere, which probably sets us up perfectly to talk about our next best chance of rain. We do have these two small opportunities Monday, Wednesday, but as you can see in your Guide 7-day forecast, next weekend looks a little bit higher. Looks to be a system passing by. Models have been pretty consistent with this, so I'll be watching it closely. Again, that's Saturday, Sunday. So first weekend of February, Groundhog Day, of course, thing that people love to celebrate here, of course, is on Sunday. We'll, of course, see if, Phil sees his shadow. Truthfully, it doesn't matter because his percentage of accuracy is less than 30%. But hey, it's still a fun time, and we'll keep that small chance of rain going all the way into the end of that 10-day forecast. So what is difference, Nick? We had snow and highs in the 20s and 30s, and now by the end of the 10-day, we'll have rain and temperatures getting close to 70 degrees.
66 degrees on Wednesday. All right, Brittany, thank you.